yeah, that's better. Let me touch you on your butt. Let me touch you on your butt. Wow, this space behind me looks terrible. That's all right. Welcome to storage. I'm Libbie Higgins, and I got my hair cut. Hold on. I got to look at this real quick. Oh, okay. We're working with something good here. Forgot my lipstick too. So, hello everybody. Welcome to storage. Let's scoot over just a little bit so we can see the broken S. Listen, folks. Hello? There we go. I am back in the storage unit, as you can see. And I have my camera where I can see if I'm recording or not. And I have Coke Zero. And if you've been following my journey, you know that I had to stop drinking Coke because, first of all, it has so much sugar in it. It has the most sugar of anything in the world. And needed to stop taking it. Well, it kind of is a drug to me. That's why when I talk about it, it does feel like a drug. So I'm about a week off of regular Coke, and I'm drinking Coke Zero and trying to drink a lot of water, which doesn't make me happy. I got to remember to look right here. Who wants to drink water, dude? I'm not one of those people that likes water. Hot take. I don't like it. It's boring. But I'm trying to stay alive. I'm trying to stay alive so I need to drink some water. Ugh. It is a beautiful Sunday night here in Nashville. And I made it in here just in time. I made it in here at 8:15. Can't come in here past 9. Get here, set everything up. Guess what I don't have? The SD card. So I was like, okay, I can't use my camera. I'll just use my phone. Guess what I don't have? My phone. It's just one thing after another with me, folks. What a ding-dong. Here I am, though, ready to go. Everything's recording. Camera's on. Christmas tree doesn't work anymore. Just try to turn it on. Didn't work, so I opened it up to look at the batteries, and a substance came out. That can't be good. A substance. Could it be battery acid? Probably. Very disturbing. Hope I didn't get any on my fingers.
Need any goats now?
Well, do you? You need any goats?
Need any goats now?
As I was driving in today, it was absolutely beautiful. And I noticed as I was driving to the left and to the right of me, when I drive, I'm kind of in a valley. And I noticed that there was some fog, but the fog was just on the top of the trees, and it looked so pretty. And I don't know how that happens. I'm not a meteorologist, and I'm not even a scientist, believe it or not. But when I was a kid, I remember thinking like, oh, the clouds, they fell down into the trees when I would see that. And that's not just the cutest thing you've ever heard in your life. The clouds fell down into the trees. Because it looks like clouds. Lipedema bruising, no one's hurting me, just so you know. They always ask you that stuff at the doctor. You feel safe at home? Yeah. Do you have enough food to eat at home? Yeah. Do you ever feel feel like hurting yourself or others at home? No. Are you sexually active? Yeah. Men, women, or both? Both. Yeah, got him. Got that nurse's assistant. She was probably thinking like, damn, Grandma be getting it. Grandma's getting it over there. God, they do ask you a lot of questions. I appreciate that because I know they're mandated reporters, and if I was to say I don't feel safe at home, they'd be like, okay, we're going to help you. What they should ask is, what do you do when you're home? And I would reply, play Zelda. Nonstop. Guilty as charged. Yeah. I've had sex with men and women. What you gonna say about it? I know that Ronnie Manzini, he is one of my friends and also one of my Patronellis. He's a Patronelli. When I put out there, what kind of topics would you like me to talk about? And Ronnie wanted me to talk about my lesbian era. Yeah, error is right. Era. There was a time in my life, and I guess the time is still now, where I had relations and relationships with women and men. But at this particular time, I consider it my lesbian era because I was all about it. And it didn't last long. It lasted maybe 6 months. And they say, oh, when you're in college, you start experimenting. Well, that's exactly what happened. And I'll tell the story, but you're not even going to believe it's true. Just how it started. The first woman that I had a relationship with, I met her in a class called Psychology of Lesbians. And if that's not appropriate, I don't know what is. My major in college was psychology. And I had, gone through the gamut of all the psychology. Psychology of children, psychology of senior citizens, psychology of just regular lunatics like me. And I thought, let me take this this class. And boy, did I love it. It was informative, and I loved it. And I met this gal there. Cute as can be. God, how old was I? I was in my 20s. She was in her 20s. And I think I was sitting behind her in class or something, and I would make sure to sit behind her because I thought she was cute, and we would chit-chat and whatnot. So I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was me or her, but we're like to ask somebody to go out on a date. I don't know who it was. Ended up going, I think it's all so cliche. That's why I'm laughing. I think we went on a picnic at Queenie Park, which is in St. Louis, a big park, and had, or maybe we didn't go on the picnic. We got the stuff for the picnic, and it was either too hot or it rained or something. We ended up having the picnic at my house on the back porch or something, and I think she stayed over that night. And God, did we have sex that night? I don't remember, but I was so scared because I had never been with a woman, so I didn't know what to do. And I think she was exclusively a lesbian. She was not bisexual, as I consider myself. And I would stay with her. Like she was house sitting for her aunt, I believe, and I went over there and stayed with her for like a week or 2 weeks or something like that. And they always talk about lesbian relationships. You just move in right away. You bring the U-Haul. So I pretty much was living with her for like a week or two, and did lots of lesbian stuff. And one of the things that I really remember is we would. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm a little uncomfortable. We would take showers together, and and one of the products that she had was red ripe raspberry stuff, shower gel and lotion from Bath and Body Works. And man, I love that stuff. And every time I smell that, well, I haven't smelled it in years because they discontinued it, I would think of this woman. And I don't want to say her name for her. Well, her name's Jessica. I actually saw Jessica. Jessica came to one of my shows in St. Louis last year. She's married now, has children, and I didn't talk to her for years and years, and I got a message on Facebook one time, and it was, after I started to be online a lot and more noticeable, and she said, "Are you so-and-so?" Me. Of course, I had a different last name. And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Oh my God, I recognize you from your tattoo," which is the tattoo that's on my tit. Nice gal. And apart from that, that was like the one serious, I would say serious relationship I had where it was long-term and not just like a sexual thing. Am I a lesbian? No. Am I bisexual? Yeah. Is that the proper terms nowadays? I know people are a lot of different things. I'm more of a man gal. Love men. Love women too, but love men. And that's the story of how I was a lesbian. I also, and this is going to sound cliche, there is a coffee shop in St. Louis called Mocha Bees, and I spent a lot of time there with a friend of mine named Dana. And it was run by women, lesbians, and a lot of lesbians hung out there. So I spent a lot of time with gay and lesbian people. Just kind of figuring out what's going on. Like, what am I? What am I doing here? Am I straight? Am I bisexual? Do I just like drinking coffee? I would drink so much coffee at that place that I'd have to go home and go potty. And this was at a time in my life where I was not able to go potty at a restaurant. I had to go all the way home. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Need any goats now?
I ordered my Need Any Goats Now shirt. Hasn't arrived yet. I'd love for it to get here before I go to Denver. And I go to Denver on Tuesday, where I will be staying for 1 week. And I keep thinking like, oh, I can't wait to go to Denver because I'm going to do some hiking. And really, that's just my brain forgetting that my legs aren't going to let me go hiking. I'm going to try. I'm going to get as far as I can. But the idea of hiking out in nature in the mountains is so cool to me. You feel cool when you're hiking. You must feel cool because any guy on a dating site enjoys hiking. I don't know what it is about people on dating sites. They love hiking. They also love fishing and hunting because they will show a picture of their fish and their deer that they've just slaughtered. And nothing says romance like a slaughtered animal. If I see a guy that has a dead animal on their profile, I'll definitely swipe left. And those people would say to me, well, you're not a vegetarian. That makes you a hypocrite. I know, but I don't want to see it. Trigger warning, but I saw a squirrel get hit by a truck the other day, and I haven't been the same since. devastating. People might think, oh, it's just a little squirrel. That little squirrel probably has a family. He was probably out getting nuts for his family. Lo and behold, he just runs across the street. And the squirrels around here, they just run across the street for no reason, just back and forth. It's like, dude, stay off the street. It's dangerous. Come on, man. Damn. I don't know what's different about this. Let's see what's different about Coke Zero. Besides the fact that it has so much poison. Potassium, oh God, stuff I can't even say. And my friend Rich, I went with my friend Rich yesterday and we ate and told him I was off Coke and then I was drinking Coke Zero, and he said, well, it doesn't have a lot of poison in it. And I'm like, yep. But I got to choose my battles. It's either 17 cups of pure raw sugar a day or poison. Both seem very poisonous to me. Very poison. Very much poison. Ladies and gentlemen, someone told me to stop using the broadcaster voice, and I'll never get over that. I'll never stop thinking about somebody writing a Apple iTunes review that says the broadcaster voice is old. Get some new jokes. It's so weird how I will pick up or pinpoint on one bad comment. I'll have hundreds of very beautiful comments that make me feel so happy, and then I see one that says, get some new jokes, and I lose my mind. Well, I don't lose my mind, but it gets me. It gets me in my core, because then I start thinking, yeah, I'm a loser, dude. I need to get some new jokes. That's the thing with me, though, and voices and bits. And bits that I do. I'll do them and I'll run them into the ground till I can't stand them anymore. That's just how I do. That's with music. That's with food. That's with anything. I run it into the ground before I'm done with it. That's just the way it's going to be. Deal with it. There is it's very pleasant in here today. Let's see here. It's 75% humidity in here. I believe it. The low today was 56% humidity, and the high was 93% humidity. It's a temperature of 70 degrees in here, and it feels so good to be back in here. Even though I don't need this spot to do the podcast because I do it mobily and do it everywhere, I feel like this is really where I want to do it. This is where I feel like storage is. Storage is in the storage unit. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, man, I forgot my voicemail song. I'll have to play this one. Voicemail, listen to the voicemail. Voicemail, listen to the voicemail. We're going to listen to a voicemail from 407. I get scared. I shouldn't just play these because...
And I told you that I ordered the goat shirt. Hey, Libbie, it's Stacy from Orlando. I just called and I told you that I ordered the goat shirt. I also forgot to tell you that in today's podcast, Annie was so freaking cute with her posing and everything, and I just love her little black pads of her toes on the bottom of her feet against her white paws. It's just the cutest thing ever. Love Annie. And I think maybe she wanted a treat. If you watch the footage back, her canister of treats in the Tupperware were sitting right next to you, and she kept giving you high five and everything. And you didn't give her a treat. It broke my heart. Oh, Annie. All righty. Well, I hope everything goes good today with your appointment. I'm sure it already happened by now, but have a good one. Love ya.
Hey, Stacy. Thanks for calling. That's so funny. Annie's high five for treats has morphed into her touching me when she wants me to pet her, which I absolutely love. It's kind of annoying, but also it makes me feel good that like she wants me petting her. Because sometimes you're petting a pet and you're like, do they even want me touching them? So she'll tap me and I'll pet her, 1 or 2 times just to see if that's really what she wants. And then she'll tap me again and I'll pet her. And I'll just keep petting her until she doesn't want me to pet her anymore. Annie is so incredibly smart, and it's she's the smartest cat I've ever had. Really. The fact that she learned high five and learned to tap me is incredible. And she is so cute. The thing that kills me about Annie is her whiskers, her white whiskers against her black fur. Oh, God, I can't handle it. It's so cute. If I was going to be a cat, I'd want to be a tuxedo cat because they're really cute. Or one of those really furry cats. Sorry, Stacy. Sorry I didn't give Annie a treat. I just noticed that I had brought some more, what's it called? Film for my Polaroid. Let me put some new film in there and I can take a picture. I could take a nice picture. Poor Annie. Poor gal. It's been storming so much lately that she's been hiding so much in the ceiling. It's, the thing is when it rains and storms like that, they cancel my water aerobics classes, and that makes me sad. I went today, got in the car, and it was like raining really bad, and I was like, let me just call, because it takes me a half an hour to get over there, and he's like, nope, everything's been canceled. Alrighty, cool. Remember how these work? Let me take a picture of y'all. Taking a Polaroid picture of y'all. Well, we're trying. Alrighty. Cool. Hey, don't know how to use these anymore. Thought you just pressed the button. Come on, man. Do I have to turn it on? Probably needs to be charged. Am I okay? You didn't have to charge these back in the day. That was the thing. What the heck's going on here? Where's my glasses, Barbara? Jesus Lord. Where are my glasses? When you could take, back in the day when you had a Polaroid, you could take inappropriate pictures, because you couldn't take inappropriate pictures on a regular camera. You'd have to, take your film to Walgreens or whatever. You couldn't take a naughty picture. I'm going to take that with me to Denver, I think. So a Polaroid was really the only way you could take a naughty picture, unless you wanted to paint or draw someone, and who wants to do that? That takes way too long. You're trying to take a picture of your beehole. You weren't taking it with a regular camera because Walgreens would say, nope, guess what? Trash. It's your tool. Keep it cool is what this thing says. Have I been keeping my tool cool? No. I've had it in the storage space where apparently it was 95 degrees for the high today. That's hot. Love the hot, love the summer. Unfortunately, I've noticed that the cicadas are done for the season. And that really, 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 really triggers me. I associate it with school starting. That's what I associate it with. Because when you were a kid and the cicadas were done for the season, that meant that was the time of the year where it was like, oh, we got to go back to school. Let's go get our school supplies. Mom, can I please have this? What's it called? I just recently bought one. Trapper Keeper. Mom, can I please have this Trapper Keeper? And never got the Trapper Keeper. Always just want to buy you some of those folders, those stupid, just called 2-pocket folder. I don't want a 2-pocket folder. One for every, okay, give me blue, red, orange, yellow, green. And I can write different subjects on the top. Don't get me a Trapper Keeper, Mom, because I really want one of these 2-pocket folders that's going to be ripped up in a couple of months. The top of it's going to start shredding. And I'm going to have to put masking tape on my folder, and then you won't even be able to say where it says English at the top. Man, school supplies. The cheap ones suck. The good ones, cool. Yeah, you're going to get me some Crayola markers, a pack of 24. Hell yeah. Oh, you're going to just get me some off-brand 8 colors that's going to dry out in a week? Oh, you're going to buy me 8 crayons? Mom, what am I going to do with 8 stupid crayons? Definitely going to break half of them before this week is over. Mechanical pencils, Mom, can I have those? No, you have to have the regular pencils that you have to go up to the pencil sharpener and go. And there was always that one kid that was always at the pencil sharpener, wasn't there? Little rascal. It's like, oh yeah, I need to go sharpen my pencil. And the teacher's like, okay, go ahead. And they're over there just sharpening and sharpening. And then they go sit down 5 minutes later. Teacher, I need to go sharpen my pencil. You just sharpened it. You just sharpened it, brother. Go ahead. But my pencil broke. I was writing too freaking hard and my pencil broke. They go up there, sharpen it. They come back, their pencil's this big. Then they're putting on a contest who has the shortest pencil in the class. Those are the kind of contests that we had in our classroom. Shortest pencil club. And then you try to write with it, and it's like, yeah, I can write with it, I'm fine. Teacher's like, well, you're going to have to write with that. That's your last pencil for the day. I'm writing fine. It's like, little rascals. And God forbid you drop your pencil a couple times, and every time you go to the pencil sharpener and sharpen it, and then the lead just pulls right out. What's up with those kids, mostly boys, that would take erasers and scrape their skin till it bled? Why'd they do that? We did weird stuff in school. I mean, I shouldn't judge. I did some weird stuff too. But they would keep their little tiny baby pencils in their little pencil ledge of their desk. Nothing pleased me more about school than cleaning out my desk. When it was Friday and it was like 30 minutes till time to go, and the teacher's like, all right, everybody, take this time now to clean out your desk, get all your extra papers out, and take them home with you. And throw everything away you don't need. Oh, my God. And then I would get every item out of that desk, every book, every paper, every random and errant crayon that was in there. Put the crayons in my pencil bag because I wasn't cool enough for a pencil box. Had a pencil bag. Get all my errant papers into my 2-pocket folder. Stuff a bunch of in my backpack. Oh, God, I love desk cleaning day. Then if you were really cool, the teacher would let you get the spray bottle of cleaning solution and you could clean the top and just get all that week's worth of grime and boogers or whatever else was on there. Oh, God. And then to stack all this, it was the stacking. It was taking the items from largest to biggest, or largest to smallest in your desk. Folders on the bottom, probably like a science book, social studies book, English book, smaller and smaller. And then you could just look. You could stand to the side and admire your desk, because we had the desk that, this is how old I am. The desk hole was on the side, so you had to reach down like this and grab a book. I think it was 8th grade where we had the desk where we could lift it up and all the shit was in here. But walking by and looking at your desk and everything is just in a little pyramid of beauty, then take the little pencil case and just stuff it there on the side and you're ready to go home for the weekend. You got all those stupid papers that you were supposed to take home days ago. Love it. Oh, and there was a couple of girls in my class, Mary Burns being one, and Sherry Pallardy. Their desk every day were beautiful. They didn't collect a lot of stuff in there. What they did is, as they went, they cleaned and they organized. And I admire that about them. I'd like to offer a toast up to Sherry and Mary Burns and say, good job on keeping your desk clean, bro. Really nice. Really, really, just really, they obviously had a good upbringing, because when they came to school, they kept their stuff organized. When I came to school, because my life was somewhat chaotic, my desk was also chaotic. Half the time, I didn't even have frickin' food to eat because we had to bring our lunches. And that's when Matt Feldhaus would share his lunch with me. And, sometimes I can't blame it all on my mom. Sometimes my mom would be like, oh, you better go make your lunch for tomorrow. And I'd be like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow would come. And, of course, I would be waking up late. And I would not have time to make my lunch. So that was my fault. My mom was trying to go to work. She wasn't trying to make lunches for 4 kids. But there are people that do that. I've watched people on TikTok who make their kids lunches, and they look so wholesome and delicious, and they put them in those little boxes with the little different segments. I think they're called bento boxes or something like that. Yeah. When it came time, August, September, for us to go back to school, man, talk about having full-blown depression as a kid, because it was sad. Your summer was over. You had to go back to school, and the transition was so hard for me. It was so hard. I cried a lot. It was a very difficult transition to go from hanging out with the kids in the neighborhood or hanging out with my brothers and sisters and mom to going back and being in school all day with the rest of those rascals. And I went to a Catholic school. Grades kindergarten through 8th grade, 7th grade, I went to Catholic school. Same kids every year, pretty much. Every once in a while, you get a new kid. 5th grade, we got a new kid called Chris Goodman. Chris Goodman, R.I.P., passed away a couple years ago. Oh, my God, so cute. I was so in love with him. And I wasn't the most attractive child. And he didn't want to be my boyfriend at first. He was boyfriend and girlfriend with a couple of my other friends first. And then it came around my time. It was my time. And I don't think we ever kissed. I think we might have kissed once. And it was just like a... It was one of those kisses. But he was my boyfriend. Chris was my boyfriend. It was really cute. Really cute. Oh, he was so cute. But yeah, he came in the middle of the year and we were all like, whoa, who's this guy? Because we'd all been together since kindergarten. It was all the same of us. Every once in a while, they just throw in a new girl or a boy, and it would just change our lives. Change our lives, dude. Man, that Coke is hitting. And I say that, and then I make that face. I love the, we had religion, we called it religion class in Catholic school. And man, I love the workbooks they had for those. If I could get a hold of the workbook and the books for the religion class just to look through and see what kind of stuff they were teaching us. Cause a lot of it was just really, really confused me when I was going through First Communion and they kept saying like, this is the body and blood of Jesus. And it was not only horrifying for me, but it was also like, what? Why do we have to eat Jesus? And they're teaching that to, 7, 8-year-olds. And we went along with it. We're like, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to eat Jesus. We're getting prepared to eat Jesus's body and blood. What? Huh? Eating what? Look, kids, I know you're 7 or 8 years old, maybe 9, depending on what's going on in your life. But we're going to prepare for the First Communion. And the First Communion is really a sacrament that you're making with the Lord. And what you're going to do is you're going to eat these little wafers and drink this wine. And it doesn't symbolize the Lord's blood and body. It actually is. The priest is transforming this. I can't remember what it's called. Transforming this stuff into the actual body and blood of Jesus. And you tell that to a 7-year-old or 8-year-old, and you're not going to have trauma. What? We're eating somebody's body, dude? What? And the fact that they had us little kids drinking wine, this wasn't grape juice. I've been to churches like my grandma's church. They passed around grape juice. Everybody drank that. They were making us drink wine, dude. Huh? Yeah, the First Communion thing was a big deal. You got your First Communion dress, which was always like a bridal white with white ruffle socks and a white, almost like a tap shoe. Big day. Got lots of money on my First Communion day. But again, eating the flesh of Jesus, what? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying we were children being told that we were going to eat Jesus. Cool. And we all went along with it. Not one of us were like, excuse me, this seems a little weird. I don't remember anybody raising their hand and saying that. I don't remember one kid in my class of probably 15 saying, excuse me, did you say we're going to eat Jesus's flesh and blood and drink his blood? Nobody did. We went along with it. Wow. Went along with it, brothers. Man, they made us go to church once a week. You had to go on Sunday, with your own family, but You had to also go to like a small chapel once a week. And they would ask you on Monday, all right, everybody, who here went to church with their family on Sunday? And you'd be like, I did. And they know because they were there too, looking out for you. But what I would do in maybe 5th, 6th, 7th grade is I would sit in the very back with my friends and we would talk. We were like, whatever. We would talk. Kindergarten through, 4th, 5th grade, I would sit with my family and we would get a bulletin, which had all the information about the church, what was going on with the people in the church that week. And I would bring a pen and I would write on the back of the bulletin. That's what I would do during church. In between all the standing, kneeling, standing, kneeling, standing, kneeling. Love the music, though. Everybody knows that about me. Love church music because music speaks to me. So you're going to sing to me a callback song. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. You start singing that song, I'm going to be doing callbacks from here till 3 p.m. when school's out. I'll do it all day because I love it. You're going to make me go to a funeral during the school day of somebody I did or didn't know? We're going to be singing, and he will raise you up on eagle's wings, tear you on the breath of dawn, make you to shine like the sun. I will sing that from now to the end of that funeral. I don't care if I know them or not. I'm going to be lifting up their spirit with my singing. That's just what I do. Is that my glasses? Another thing that happened in Catholic school is about 5th grade. Trigger warning. That's about the time when I was being abused and really acting out at home. And my teacher and my mom got together to talk about, my mom's like, why is she being so bad at home? And the teacher's like, she's a perfect angel here, which I was. Let me sweep up and clean those erasers every day, teacher. But around that time is when, I lost my train of thought. Damn it. Well, one of the things that I did, this isn't what I was originally going to say, is we did this thing called speech. And I don't know if I've talked about this, but my friend Matt and I memorized a little play or sketch. And we would go to different places and it was like a weekend contest or whatever, and we may have won 2nd or 3rd place with our thing, but that is not what I was going to say. What happened? Lost my train of thought, and it probably was something really dumb. Miss Casper was my 5th grade teacher. Loved her. Loved that she gave us so many stickers. She had the best stickers. She had the scented stickers, the sparkly stickers, the puffy stickers. You mean to tell me that you're going to go spend your own hard-earned money at the store for a puffy sticker, Miss Casper? I salute you. Thank you. You changed my life. You're going to put a sticker on my paper that has googly eyes and is a puffy sticker? I'm never going to forget you. You're going to put a sticker on my paper that when you scratch it smells like chocolate? I'm never going to forget you. You put a sticker on my paper that's a unicorn and it's glittery? I am not going to forget you, Miss Casper. Thank you for everything you did for me in 5th grade. Mainly the stickers, because then I would take the sticker and peel it off of my paper and place it on one of my 2 pocket folders on the outside in a nice neat line. Some people were cool enough, they had sticker books so they could take their sticker off and put in a sticker book. But unfortunately, poverty kept me from having a sticker book. So I had to put my stickers on a 2-pocket folder. Thank you, Miss Casper. Miss Casper had about, I'd say, 5 different shirts, and I always thought they were so cool. Like I would have worn them. There was there was a red and black one. I don't know why I remember this. There was a red and black one, just different older lady shirts, and I loved her outfits. And she'd wear a polyester pant with them, and I loved everything about Miss Casper, honestly. And I feel like she really cared about us and really cared about me. The fact that she would talk to my mom after school about my behavior. A lot of teachers don't do that kind of stuff on their off time. My mom was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call your teacher. I'm gonna see what's up with you." Well, guess what, Mom? I'm a perfect angel at school. So what are you gonna do about it? My mom couldn't figure it out. It's like, huh? You mean to tell me she goes to school, helps clean up, does all her work, is quiet and is shy and is lovable, and she comes home and she terrorizes everyone? Yeah, that's what I did, Mom. Okay? School was safe for me. Damn, I wish I could remember what my original thing was I was going to say about 5th grade, but that took me into a different 5th grade thing. My 5th grade classroom was also right across from the water fountain, which was pretty cool because you'd be like, "Can I go get a drink?" And you'd go out to the water fountain. Really, you didn't want water. You just wanted to see what was going on in the hallway, which was usually nothing because there was only 100 kids in the whole school. So you'd go out there and you're just looking around just get a drink and then kind of you slowly walk back because you don't want to get back too fast. Just slowly walking in there yep, I just got a drink and sit back down. This is what I was going to say. I was really struggling in 5th grade and with all subjects, to be honest. And they put me in a special math class because I was doing so bad in math. And because I had to go to that special math class, I missed out on social studies and geography where we learned all the states. And I feel like I didn't get to do the fun stuff everybody does when you learn about all the states, like the state song, there's Arizona. And see, I don't know that song. I should probably learn it now. And I feel like my knowledge base of geography of the United States is bad because they put me in this other class to help me with math, which didn't help because I still suck at fractions. To this day, you give me a fraction, I'm going to look on Google how to do it. You give me a percentage, I don't know what's going on. You want me to add or subtract something? I got it. But you start throwing out percentages or fractions, I don't understand it. The other day, I went to a nutritionist. She's going to help me just figure out some things, whatever. She's telling me 50% vegetables, 25% protein, 25% carbs. And my brain can't, I can see it. I can see the pie chart in my brain, but it's hard for my brain to understand it. If I can see it, I can understand it better, but yeah. Never was good at math. Never was. Don't sneak in any long divisions things on me. Don't make me do algebra or geometry or trigonometry because I don't want to do it anymore. I did that before. Didn't do well, but got by. Had to take college algebra probably 3 times. And I think had I been a better student and maybe memorized the stuff more, I'd be able to say that I did good at algebra. But I didn't. I didn't do good at it. And that's just one of my flaws. I'm not good at math, but you know what I am good at? Song lyric recall. And I don't think that's actually a subject in school, and that wouldn't get me a higher score on the ACT or the SAT or the other tests like that. But that gets me points in life, and isn't that what's more important? Life points? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. What's this? Whenever
You're leading the goats now. What's up, Libbie? I'm a big fan, and I was just listening to your most recent episode. I was hearing the guy ask for some advice about his hemorrhoids, and sounds like I got a lot more experience with them than you do. And I like to call him my Hemi, because I had a boyfriend one time named Joe, and we used to say, Joe's got a Hemi. My sister made that up because it sounded like he drove a vehicle with a Hemi in it. But anyway, so those wipes, cool. You're right on point. Preparation H makes them too, but like I need to stress the fact that you don't just wipe your little pearl onion with it. You shove them bastards in between your butt cheeks, and you just walk around with those wipes in your butthole or in your butt crack up against your butthole, and your life is going to be so much easier. The cream goes away too fast. Wiping it and tossing it goes away too fast. If you just fold it neatly, put it between your butt cheeks as close to your butthole as humanly possible, you'll have relief for an extended amount of time. And nothing happens to you if you sleep with them. It's not like it's going to shrivel up and fall off and then you don't have a butthole anymore. There's no negative side effect to leaving them in there for hours, because if you've had a real Hemi, like me, like a for real one, like a lot of people out there, you literally can't sleep at night sometimes because it's uncomfortable.
Whoa!
So
sorry.
That's my advice. And I love you so much. And I don't believe in God either, man. My mom's a preacher. I was really turned off by church. But I want to know what you think happens when you die. And I feel like there's no wrong answer. Love you. Oh, my name's Brooke. I'm a mail lady, and you're my favorite person to listen to. Of course, I listen to Viral Podcast and Slap City, too, and some others. But love you guys so much. Thanks for, brightening up my day, man. Love you guys.
Brooke, thank you for calling and for telling us how to really deal with a hemorrhoid. You're not going to want to take the pad and just give it a wipe, she said. You're going to want to fold it neatly. And she said neatly. Fold it neatly and then stuff it in the crevice where your butthole is. Get it as close as possible and leave it there. Like she said, if you want to leave it overnight, nothing bad is going to happen. And I hope that helps anyone out there who has hemorrhoids and doesn't really know what to do with them. The other thing that she said is, what did she say that I wanted to comment on? Oh, what happens? What do I think happens when we die? Oh, that's hard because when I think about my loved ones that have already passed on, I like to think there's a heaven, because I like to think, oh, I will see them again one day. But unfortunately, that's not what I believe. I don't really believe anything happens when you die. And that's just my personal belief. I just believe that when you die, that's lights out, baby. It's moving on. That's what I think. And I know that we're all some sort of like energy, and I know I honestly don't know. But what I think, what my mind goes to is that's just it. That's just it. Lights out. Eternal rest. Would love there to be a heaven, though. Would love it. Would absolutely love it. But then again, like, there would be so many people there, dude. And people maybe you don't even want to see. How does God fix that? I don't know. I can't answer it. I don't know. I have no answers about that. I don't know what happens. I don't think you were asking me for answers. I think you were just saying, what do I think? Well, I think that's just it, unfortunately. And if there was like a reincarnation thing, I was talking about this with Rick also, Rich. If reincarnation is real, I think that in order for it to be, I think if you're reincarnated, you should know of your past lives so that you could do better. Like having a past life and not knowing about it in your brain seems kind of silly. Or maybe, I don't know. I have no answers. I don't like thinking about this stuff because my mind wants to explode because I don't know the answers. When I don't know the answer to something, it bothers me. Okay? Oh, and I'm going to end with that. I got to pack up all this stuff and get it ready for Denver. But I'm so glad you joined me in my storage space again. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't like this angle. But next time we'll fix it a little different. Thanks for all the support and all the love. And thanks for watching it on YouTube. Thanks for listening to it everywhere. And I'll see you next time. Okay? Uh-oh. That's not where my song is. I'll see you next time. Okay? Doing bank 1. Where's bank 1? See you next time, okay? Yeah, there we go. Storage podcast is done for the day. We are finished and we'll return next week. I don't know what happens when you die. Hemorrhoids. Bye. Love y'all.